Hey everyone, it's Lyrical Stars. So today I'm actually going to show you how to make metal resin charms, pendants, bracelets, just basically the main pieces that you're going to need. This is a few stuff that you're going to need to make these. This is crucial stuff that you're going to need. First off, you're going to need these little metal pieces right here. Something like this, something that has a complete indent. As you can see, I have this one, and then I have this type here. This one here I purchased at Michael's. It's in a 2-pack, but I currently have one left. These ones here I purchased at Joann Fabrics in this here. And you can also get ring bases as well, and they turn out pretty good. So these are some pieces you need. These metal pieces here. You're going to need some clear glue. You're going to need a measuring spoon, some toothpicks. I advise getting some Q-tips because in case your resin spills over, it's very useful. You're going to need a paintbrush, some white paint, some cups. You're also going to need, I use a plastic spoon for mixing my resin, but you can use a toothpick or something else. And you're also going to need some resin. I use the Envirotex that you can get at Michael's. I advise to use 50% off coupon when purchasing this stuff because it is $32.99 where I am, and I buy it for about $16, $16.50. You're also going to need some sort of glitter. I have these little ones here. This here. I like to use the Recollections brand. It is a very nice brand and it does last me a while. These are bigger jars for it. And you're also going to need some sort of charms. I have these charms here that are going to go with one. I also have some little Hello Kitty charms that I would use for little connectors. But you can also purchase charms at Michael's or Joann's as well, and I got these ones at Joann's. They're not very cheap. It's $4.99 for a package like this, but you can get some on Etsy, eBay. eBay you can get quite a few for about 99 cents to a couple dollars for a bunch of them. Beware, they do take 4 weeks to ship. And you're also going to need some pliers. Right, so this is the stuff you need, so let's get into making it. Okay, so the first thing you're actually going to do is you're going to take your metal pieces, all of the little ones that you're going to make first. I'm going to do 7 of them. You're also going to take your white paint and your paintbrush. This part I did not do it first, but it is a very crucial thing that you do, because if you don't, your backgrounds are not going to look as vibrant. Just pouring out my paint right now. So what you're actually going to do is you're going to take your paint and you're just going to paint the background. You can see that there, what I'm doing. So this way it kind of gives it one color. You don't see the metal background. So when you put your glitter on. Okay, so we're going to do that to all of them. Okay, that's our first step. So let me paint all these and I'll be right back. Okay, now that you have your bases painted, what you're going to do is you're going to let them dry till they're completely dry. Okay, I'm just going to push them off to the side for right now. The next step, what we're going to do is we can take, say we'll do this one here. You're going to take either a piece of paper or a paper plate if you like. You're going to take your clear Elmer's glue and kind of choose what glitters you want for this one. I'm going to use, oh geez, sorry about that. I'm going to use these 3 colors right here. Okay, So what you're going to do is you're going to take your colors, take your glue. You're also going to need your toothpicks, by the way. This part. Take your glue. Just pour a little bit somewhere on this piece of paper. Then you're going to take whatever glitter that you're going to use first. I'm going to use this brown. You're just going to sprinkle it right into the glitter. Right into the glue. Whew. You're then going to take your toothpick and you're going to stir it. Okay, we're going to stir just like this. Mix that glitter really as best as you can into the glue. You can add more glitter if you think it needs more, which I am going to. Just don't over add it because then you'll take away from the glue. Okay, so just like that. And then you're going to take another spot, put some more glue down, take your next color, and put that one on. That's very pretty blue. Take another toothpick, mix that one right in as well. I'm very messy with glitter, just so you guys know. I'm horrible with this. And I'm also going to do a third color. Whoa! Okay, that's what not to do with glitter. Let's not pour it all out. So, okay, I will try to reuse that glitter afterwards. Okay, so do not do that. Got it? Good. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your piece here and you're going to figure out where you want to put the glitter. See if I can zoom this up for you guys, just so you can see what I'm doing. Okay? What you're going to do, hold on. What you're going to do here is you're going to put little bits of glitter in there. Take a little bit and just go like this. Kind of put where you want to go. Don't worry if it seems a little clumpy. The glue does dry very clear. Okay, I'm going to take my next color and kind of just put it in the middle. I'm going to do a graduated. So, you're going to see me add a few colors in here. For my crazy blue. Don't mind if you hear a big crashing in the background. The ice is melting. Okay, so it's going to kind of look like this at first. Then what you want to do is work your way into all the little corners here. Okay, and then kind of just mix up the colors, blending them a little bit. You don't have to do it like this. You can do one color, you can do 5 colors, you can do as many colors as you want. But what I'm doing with this is I'm adding like seashells. So I'm kind of making it look like a beach theme. So, and it doesn't have to be perfect. You can make it look however you want. It is your imagination. Do with what you want with it. Okay, so it's going to somewhat look like this. Okay, that's the graduated look. You can do whatever you want. You can kind of blend the colors, mix the colors, and however you want to do it. Okay, just zoom back out here for you guys. Okay, so I'm just going to fix my blue a little bit. Alright, so now what you're going to do is you're going to put your metal pieces in. What I did at first, kind of did this before the video, take your pliers here, and if there's that little tip on the top of it, I usually just use a tip like this, and just bend and bend and bend, pull it off. If it comes a little ridgy edge, mine is pretty good. You can take and file it down if you like, but both of mine came out pretty good by taking them off. So while this glitter is still wet, what you're going to do is you're going to put in your little charms. Okay, actually I'm going to zoom back in for this one, to be honest with you guys, so you can see this a little bit better. Give me a second here. Okay, so now what you're going to do is just toss in, like I said, while the glitter is still wet, wherever you would like to lay your charms. And just push them down just a little bit. Okay, so just like that. So that was pretty easy. What we're going to do now is we're going to let this dry. This stuff usually takes me a couple hours for it to dry. Once it dries, we'll come back and I'll show you how to put the resin on top. And also, as an added note for you guys, if you like, you can also add rhinestones to this. Even pearls if you like. If you put them in now, so you put them in the glitter now, and you pour the resin on top, what will happen is the little rhinestone will sink in and it'll turn out flat. I don't know if you really can see that on my camera. They do turn sort of flat. So just beware. You can either put them on or before or after. I kind of like to do them after. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to do all of my pieces so they're all set and ready, and I'll show you how to do the resin afterwards. That's pretty simple and easy, so I'll be right back. Okay, now that you have all of your metal pieces filled with glitter, they should look somewhat like this once they're dry. They will dry a little weird because it is just how it's going to dry, but it's not too bad. So I have all these pieces here, and now I'm going to show you how to put the resin on, like this one here. I'm going to show you how to put that resin on. So we're going to do that. What you're going to do first is you're going to mix your resin. I have my resin mixed in right here. And just do like the direction says, equal parts of the resin, equal parts of the hardener, and then mix for about 5 minutes. Let it sit for another 5 minutes until some of the air bubbles come out, because air bubbles are not good. And right now I apologize if you hear this weird whistling noise in the background. I have a heater next to me because it is cold right here. So what you're going to do is, I'm actually going to show you, this is a ring. Just so you guys are wondering what this is right here, I have a foam piece here and I just stuck the ring in so that way when I go and put the resin in, the ring will be more level, and I have something for it in so that way it's not just, you know, laying on the table. So that's what this is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you here how just to pour the resin in. It's very simple, very easy. You just have to be very careful of how much you pour in. You do not want to overfill it, because if you overfill it, you're actually going to just let it go all over the place. And I've been there, I've done that, and that's not what you want to do. So I'm just going to show you here what I do is I just take like a little bit. I use a spoon. I don't know if anybody else uses a spoon, but you just take a little bit and you just pour it in. Let the resin work around the pieces. And the reason why I use a spoon, to me it's easier. And I like the way it dribbles off. It kind of gets into the little crevices. Like I said, try not to fill it too much, because once the resin starts filling into places, you might overfill it. If you have some pieces that have a lot of detail into them, make sure you try to get in every little crease, every little spot, fill it with whatever you can, because you don't want to go back later on just to fill one tiny spot that you had missed. That will not be fun. Okay, so that's it. That's all you have to do. And what you're going to do is you're actually just going to let it dry for 24 hours. Resin does take 24 hours at least to let it dry. Make sure it's a level, safe spot so it does not spill. Come back every half hour to an hour, or every hour to 2 hours, just to double check on it. If it does seem like it's spilling over the sides here, what I did, because it happened to me in one of my rings, just take a Q-tip here and just kind of go around the edges and just make sure that if you spill any, just to pick it up what you can. Q-tips to me were very easy, and it kind of just soaked it up for me. So I'm now going to just do the rest of my pieces, and I'm going to wait for 24 hours and I'll just show you how they come out. Alright, since you've had your resin drying for 24 hours, this should be your results. So these are mine, and it should look like this. A nice little top to it. Nice and smooth. What you can do here is you can either add on some rhinestones, embellishments, bows. You can paint around it, anything you like. But I kind of like mine plain. So these are my finished pieces. And my favorite one is this fairy ring. And as you can see here, there is a dome shape to it. I just want to let you guys know, any of the circle pieces that you make will most likely be domed on top. That's not something I do, that's just something that the resin does by itself. So this is my favorite piece. So there you have it. This would be the metal resin tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and please comment, rate, and subscribe. Any questions? You can also ask me down below and I will answer them for you.